For a long time in the black community, we pushed not working out. Soul food was, food for the soul. It was great. We even had movies about it. You know what I mean? When we watch Soul Food, we watch what happened to Big Mama at the end. She dealt with diabetes and then she ended up, passing away. She was a big woman, right? We don't focus on health until we reach a crisis. But in the black community, though, we deal with prostate issues, we deal with diabetes, we deal with high blood pressure, women with thyroid issues, breast cancer amongst our women. We have all kinds of things, and we don't promote really working out. A lot of things, a lot of bad diseases runs in our family because nobody runs in the family. We don't promote none of that stuff until tragedy starts. Me being a guy that work out every day, I run my 3 miles. I talk about eating clean, living clean, keeping your mind clean, all these different things, right? And you still can run into sickness. You see me, I still ran into Bell's palsy, right? Well, one of these women that was promoting being big and body positive stuff was Lizzo. And Lizzo would be online crying every other day because she felt like people was fat shaming her. People was coming after her because of her weight, but she began to capitalize on this, right? She was walking around with thongs on, with her cheeks hanging out, on line twerking. She was doing all kinds of wild, off the cuff stuff, right? And when people would criticize her, she would be online crying. But she made a lot of money, and she also came under fire for fat shaming some of her dancers. They was even suing her. But now she's on a crusade. She's been on a crusade the last year to lose weight, right? And people are now criticizing her by saying this.
Lizzo is trying to tell us all that she's not fat. This may be a controversial view, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we can't keep lying to ourselves. Lizzo is fat.
But what happened was when people was online coming after Lizzo, calling her fat, making up all kinds of names for her. And when people saw her crying, they began to be real sympathetic towards her plight, right? Because there's a lot of women all over the world that are high calorie or big size women. And they started to come out and identify with Lizzo. And they were saying, we've been in the shadows a long time, and they don't make clothes to fit us. They don't have the right accommodations for plus size women, right? And a lot of women came out and support. They start having this thing called body shaming. You are body shaming Lizzo, and as a big woman or high calorie woman, I identify with her. They start saying this.
I had an experience recently on my TikTok where I posted a video with me and my husband, like on vacations. I had a compilation, and somebody was like, don't you think you should lose weight for him? Because look at your husband and look at you.
You can come in plus sizes, but you continuously want to center plus size bodies in your marketing and not in your stores. Use this in your advertising, use this in your mission statements, and continue to intentionally exclude us from every single aspect of fashion when it matters most.
So when we saw this, Lizzo had her share of men, but Lizzo would go online and talk about the type of men that she was attracted to. And it was always these muscle-bound, bodybuilding looking men, physically fit men, right? And people would say, wait a minute, Lizzo, how are you saying you want these men, but you're not dedicated to keeping your body in shape, your health right, but you're claiming you want these men when these men are sacrificing every day to look a certain way. But this is the type of man you say you want. Fed up and not to be undone, Lizzo went to social media because she was tired of being fat shamed. And she said this.
People say it just doesn't even make sense. It's fat phobic. And it's racist and it's hurtful. If you don't like my music, cool. If you don't like Rumors the song, cool. But a lot of people don't like me because of the way I look.
But Lizzo always wanted to lose weight. But I think that she was going through her trials and tribulations and she was struggling to lose the weight. As a trainer, I see this a lot in a lot of women and men. The trials and tribulations and the things that they have to do to lose weight, it's a sacrifice. It's a life-changing experience, and it's very hard. It's easy to put the weight on through depression, through so many different things, but actually doing the actual work to lose the weight naturally, Man, it could be a daunting task. It's not easy. It takes a sacrifice, a commitment that some people are not yet ready for. But Lizzo was working out every day. She was doing all the things that she needed to do because Lizzo didn't want to be a high-calorie woman anymore. She wanted to lose weight, right? So, but with all these things that was going on, what happened was something surprising. Allegations came out about Lizzo treating her high-calorie, plus-size women dancers on the road very bad. She was disrespecting them and to the highest degree. It got so bad that they were saying this.
We have NBC News exclusive. 3 former dancers for pop star Lizzo are accusing harassment and creating a hostile work environment.
That's according to a lawsuit filed Tuesday, in Los Angeles.
Big shout out to the dancers who had the courage to bring this to light. Also, the dancer on the left, the heavier girl, I was watching some of the interview. She was saying how Lizzo started treating her differently when she gained weight, which is definitely ironic.
I didn't want to be there, and I didn't want to touch that nude performer. She started to chant and said, "Hey, Ari, it's your turn to, touch the performer." I shortly left after that because at that point it wasn't even worth my job.
Ariana Davis is one of 3 former dancers suing Lizzo, claiming that during their time working with the singer, they were fat-shamed, faced racial, religious, and sexual harassment, disability discrimination, assault, and false imprisonment. The lawsuit filed Tuesday comes as a shock to fans because Lizzo has been known for messages about body positivity and representation. That was the point of her show, Lizzo's Watch Out for the Big Girls, giving dancers a shot at joining her cast. That's how 2 of the dancers suing met Lizzo.
And the truth is that hurt people, and I don't think that she's a terrible person, but she did terrible things.
While the dancers are calling Lizzo inappropriate, Lizzo said in her statement it's the other way around. She said that the former employees have already publicly admitted that they were told their behavior on tour was inappropriate and unprofessional.
So Lizzo did the work to lose the weight. But then there's a video of Lizzo showing a picture of her old self when she was very big. And she's on there, she's saying, bye, B-I-T-C-H, right? It gets real goofy, right? This is her.
Bye, bitch.
And a lot of people were saying she wasn't making fun of plus-size women. She was just, what she was doing was, what they're trying to say, what she was doing was, Lizzo was saying goodbye to the special era of her music career, transitioning into a new phase of music. This most likely is a stunt to help that transition. As you can see on another Instagram post, she says goodbye to this album, right? Then it's, Lizzo says, it's the end of a very special era. This album was my stunt back into society after a hard 2000 and 2021. I wanted to help people turn up the music, turn down the lights, and get a feeling that'll be all right. I wanted to remind people of how they may be broken but still perfect in their own way. 12 songs, 68 shows, 14 countries, 3 continents, and nearly 1 million voices later, we saw our specialness. We got through it together. I'm proud of the accolades, the Grammy and the Emmys, the Platinum Plat, but I'm not proud of the legacy I'm leaving. But I am most proud of the legacy I'm leaving this world. Lyrics that uplift you, music with real instruments, a reminder to dance and that it's okay to cry, and high vibrations. I thank God every day, right? That was her. So some people took, they said body positivity is a lie, right? Another person said this display of self-hate is sad, right? This is a woman. Love on yourself no matter how big or skinny you are, right? So a lot of people that supported her when she was big are not ready for her transition. Queen Cha-Cha says, Lizzo, yes, bring it. Resist the devil and he will flee. Let people know and help and empower others, right? Somebody else said that Ozempic be doing some crazy work, right? Another person said, Lizzo is proof that we need to bring back shaming, right? Man, this thing gets real crazy, right? And I want to say this. Right? We got to start promoting more health in our communities. We got to get serious about health in the Black community. Don't wait till disaster strike. Don't wait till you diabetes and you got to lose a leg or an arm. We're dealing with prostate cancer on a large level. We have to start getting self-aware of what we're putting in our bodies, the foods that's causing the damage that's in our bodies. We got to make sure that we're able to work out 2-3 times a day, right? People say body shaming. Let me say this. If you are big and you've been born a certain way and you're working and it's hard to get the weight off, but you are just a person that just got big because you were lazy, you have no food discipline, you have no workout discipline, and you just laying around and talking about people body shaming you. No, get up off your behind and get in that gym, change your diet. If you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for your children so you can be around. Some of us should be shamed. Some people shouldn't. But like I said, we need to start promoting more health in our community, right? That's what we need to start promoting. So shout out to Lizzo for doing the job to lose the weight. Hopefully she can be an inspiration to others in the community that will want to make change. I'm going to cut this video short here. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.